Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Africa's Next podcast. We've got our dear friends here, Buckmeister and Mr. Extraordin. And yeah, we're going to, after a whole lot of drama, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the floor running. All right?
Hey, technical difficulties.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still, my ego tells me that it's the Illuminati trying to conspire against our union. So
Ah,
I'll keep calling it that until someone tells me otherwise.
Z Fighters for life, baby.
Yes, yes. And speaking about Z Fighters, we are going to we are talking about the Saiyan Saga, right? Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
man, my childhood show. Yo,
Ah,
I. Just a
yeah,
side note, whatever they're doing with Super is nonsense. It's non-canon to me. I don't consider it
Yeah,
as it exists.
yeah,
That thing is
yeah,
alternate universe. That's not Dragon
yeah.
Ball
No,
anything.
at this point, I feel like they should make GT canon than Super.
Aye,
At
in
this point.
brother.
in my
Yo,
head, I think we've mentioned this before. In my head, canon Dragon Ball Z ended when Cell got
no,
blown up.
Yeah,
Then
the Boo Saga
well,
was dope. The Boo
I,
Saga
I'm
was
I'm
dope. But
I'm not dis-
anyways,
I'm not disputing that Boost Saga. I'm just saying that the ending of the ending at the Cell Saga was the most perfect sign off.
yeah, it
So
was.
after that, it would be like nobody knows what happened. Gohan grew up,
yeah.
and so in my head
Continued
canon,
training.
Goku doesn't
I've
exist.
never heard about this. What is this Dragon Ball Super you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is it some fan fiction? There's a lot
Um,
of fan fictions out there. You know that?
just a heads up to everybody, to all the listeners and stuff. Sorry if you're gonna be hearing coughings. I'm coming down with a bit of a flu, and I'm fighting it with the best I can. You can see I already have 7 layers on. So just if you guys hear coughs during the podcast, apologies.
And I'm practically naked. I'm gonna cover myself up.
Yeah, and I think the audience already knows that I'm a bit of a call for myself. So I just hope I'm not ukitake. I hope I'm not an ukitake, but we'll see. Anyway.
Ukitake, Ukitake Taijo.
Ah,
And anyway, yeah, man, the Saint Saga. The first time I was introduced to the Saint Saga was in 2002 when Dragon Ball Z was being aired on SABC2. I know there's some GSTV guys out there who saw it earlier,
yeah,
but
lucky.
for the majority of us, we saw it in 2002 when it aired. And yeah, let's get to it. So the first episode starts with Reddit.
Literally.
We see someone flying and sensing power, and he's wondering, is this Kakarot? So we don't know who he's talking
Oh,
about.
actually, oh wow,
No, like for me,
the
like
flashbacks are hitting me hard.
yeah, like
The
for me,
episode
I
starts
didn't
with a
watch.
spaceship
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
crashing
yeah,
on Earth. Then Redis comes
right,
out, kills that farmer, and then
right. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, the poor farmer.
Ah,
The
that
poor
guy was
farmer.
dumb though. Why you shooting? Like you saw him catch the bullet and he tried again. I was like,
uh,
ah, my
get off
guy.
my property, get off my property. I think
But
he was the
I think
embodiment
that's
of every
fear.
American
No,
redhead.
but like I'm saying, this other thing is like it annoys me in movies when the henchmen know they're not gonna win and they still try anyway. I'm like, none of you are gonna run away. Not like dog. It's fine, chief. It's okay.
They are loyal till death.
Aye, aye,
Yeah,
aye, aye.
but there's some other henchmen that actually do the job, eh? Where the main character is kidnapped or is taken to the
Yeah,
villain's
but the
lair.
problem is the main character escapes and then he whoops everybody all over again, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, but just getting back to this thing with the Saiyan saga. Like for me, I didn't watch Dragon Ball first.
And
I
I,
started with
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z, so I
that
had
yeah,
to
me
is
go
too.
back.
very.
Me
I'm
too.
pretty sure there's a very few number of people that started with
With
Dragon Ball.
ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
Yeah,
didn't know anything. I just know
mm,
this dude lands and he's this
yeah,
scary
the fly.
guy and he's looking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
somebody.
yeah, me too. So, okay, anyway, he senses power and then he goes to the direction of that power. Yeah, he has a scouter. Oh, okay, at this point, we don't know what that is. We just see it as a device that is sensing something. He
yes.
flies out and then he says, is that you, Kakarot? Only to find out that no, it's actually Piccolo. So he lands, finds Piccolo there, and at this point we get introduced to this green guy called Piccolo. Well,
Who who we are introduced to him. He looks all mysterious and cool, and then he has a heart attack because he just turns and like, what is
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
And
And I
that's
think
when you
he's low
learn the
key.
whole thing of Dragon Ball Z is when anybody does that, you must know, they're gonna lose. Anytime you see me in a shot, you must know it's game over.
What's the
For me,
birdie?
yeah. So anyway, yeah, you're right. That's the line where Reddit says was because what happened is Piccolo uses an energy blast. It doesn't do anything on Reddit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It quote unquote singed some of his leg hairs.
That's the other thing about Dragon Ball Z and
Why do I still remember the dialogue?
like
Oh
Dragon
God!
Ball though. Like just in particular, you must know if your powers are nothing, not even the clothes get damaged. Not even the shirt,
That's
nothing. Yo,
nothing,
I
Baba.
was like,
That's how weak you are.
The,
that's so disrespectful. I'm like, even the shirt must burn in Yana just a little bit,
no,
It's like
something.
a fan. It's
I
like a
mean,
fan. It's like an air condition, an air
my,
conditioner.
that's exactly what Vegeta said in season 1 when he was fighting against those bugs, those aliens, whatever they're called. They get hit with all the energy attacks, and they're like, "Is that it? That was refreshing."
Yeah.
Yo, I
Is
feel
it?
so defeated. Imagine
I'd leave.
you hit
I'd
you hit
leave.
somebody as hard as you can, and they're like, "That was refreshing." Dog.
And you see, at this time, chronologically, Piccolo was the second strongest character in all of Dragon Ball.
Yes, on the planet.
So
He was the second strongest in the planet.
on the planet, yes.
Yeah.
So the fact that the second strongest couldn't even do anything to this guy said a lot. Anyway, Reddit leaves. Well, he wanted to fight Piccolo, but as he was about to fight, he senses another power, and then he leaves. Then we get introduced to. We
Do,
see
do
a
you
house.
do you all remember the power levels? Because I still do.
No, I
No,
don't.
I think
I
400 and
don't.
something. I don't remember
No,
the power levels.
Piccolo at that time was 320. Goku at that point was 330.
Yo.
Oh, so it was just 10
No, but like
whatever levels
it was still
ahead.
when power levels mattered. That's
Yes,
nice time
Yeah, yeah.
and
when they still counted.
little Gohan was like 700 and something.
Mm,
Oh, and his rage fit. Yeah, but we'll get
No,
there.
no. When
Anyway.
his rage fit, he got to 1,200 when he was pissed off.
yeah.
Oh, right, right, right.
Anyway, yeah. We get introduced to basically the main character of the show, which is Goku. His wife is wondering where Gohan is. He says he doesn't know. Actually, before that happens, he's in the woods and then he's chopping down a tree with his fist.
Yeah.
He chops
No,
down the tree, takes it to his home. Then we see his wife. The wife says, "Where's Gohan?"
Mm. Oh, and
was
that's
that
when
the,
Gohan was like running around in the forest and stuff. And
Yeah, yeah.
oh, yeah, like Gohan had such a weird like. This is something that because I'm a Gohan fan, or I was.
Mm,
I dropped after Super. I'm not a fan of any of those characters after Super. But
okay.
God is the
like
embodiment of the millennial disappointment.
no, but like with Dragon Ball Z and like Gohan fans, I'm so tired of them treating this character like he just had a normal childhood.
Yeah, and
Like
he didn't.
they act like this guy was like he was a normal kid. He's like, no, that was never the case. Like
He
in the
was
early
exposed to a lot
episodes,
of.
How?
like in the early
He was
episodes, he had a whole adventure to himself when he was 5 years old, falling off of
yeah,
cliffs and all of that stuff. I'm like, yeah,
exactly.
Saiyans are not regular. Like I get you
Facts.
want to
Mm,
take this kid and
Mm,
say that he should be
yeah,
raised in like a human context. He's not.
mm.
yeah,
Like we
yeah.
see more of it in the Saiyan saga, but just in the opening credits, I'm like, there's
And
no 5 year old you would leave to go do all of that stuff by themselves.
mm, that first episode is also when they officially introduced Gohan to the rest of the
Yes, yes. We're,
to
we're, we're gonna
to
get there. Yeah.
Krillin, Bulma, which never made sense to me. Are you telling me for the last 5 years,
Goku never. Yeah, he never saw anybody.
Krillin never visited Goku?
No.
Well, it's also possible that Chi Chi just kicked everybody out that had anything to do with fighting. She was just like, no, you're gonna bring these
No,
guys
but
here, and my kid is
you
gonna be
know
roundhousing tomorrow.
you know what I think happened at the end of Dragon Ball. Goku and Chi Chi got married, right?
Yes.
I genuinely think that they were giving them space. I know 5 years is too long to give someone space, but I think because Goku was training for that long, they probably respected that. Okay, let them have their own thing.
Also, the president is a dog man, so whatever customs supposedly that we're supposed to understand, this world doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
It
With
doesn't.
There's a cat dude
dinosaurs.
who's the leader general of the army.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's happening there. Oolong is
And
a pig that talks, but people eat meat. What?
and
Yeah.
and according to Dragon Ball, he gets diarrhea every time you say piggy.
What?
If in Dragon Ball,
That is weird.
yeah,
Anyway,
So again, like, don't judge these people by human standards. They're not.
they're not.
It's
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Let's just say for them, 5 years was just there. It was the honeymoon. They had a honeymoon of 5 years
For
or
5 years.
something.
And
Yeah.
then and then everybody got shocked, and then Master Roshi noticed that Gohan still has a tail, so they were asking him, was like, "So
Are you
what happens?
babysitting?
What happens when there's a full moon out?" Oh no, we never go out when there's a full moon. We usually sleep early, and I'm thinking 5 years.
Mm,
That child never
mm.
went out in
No,
five
well,
years.
to be fair, I think Goku instinctively knew that because remember he killed Grandpa Gohan that way. So I think instinctively
Yeah.
he was like, this kid with this tail cannot be outside in the moonlight, otherwise
No,
we've got problems.
He
I think
didn't know. He
he
didn't know at
didn't
that time.
know.
No, I'm not saying he knew. I'm saying that maybe instinctively in
Oh,
his
okay.
mind as a
Oh
Saiyan,
yeah.
he knew
Yeah.
something. He didn't
Because
know
Oh
exactly
yeah.
the details.
the only time
Right.
it connected is when he was fighting against Vegeta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get
Yeah.
there.
So anyway, so we get introduced to all these characters. Krillin, who is his best friend, Master Roshi, who is his master, who taught him martial arts, and then Bulma, which is his childhood friend slash, I guess, female best friend, technological genius, who is an heir to Capsule Corp.
Who is
Uh,
rich beyond belief? Shoo!
Believe it.
yeah, yeah. Tony Stark has nothing on Bulma, guys.
No,
That
Bulma has a Tony Stark suit in this little capsule thing that she can
yes.
just toy whenever she wants.
You know,
Exactly.
you know you're joking, but actually it is true because she did have an underwater battle mech like suit that she used during the Freezer arc when she went underwater. So
No, she
technically,
has
you're all
Dude,
housing
right.
a
in
whole
that thing.
house.
She
A
has
whole
a whole
house.
house in that thing.
A whole house, bruh, in Namek. They had a whole house in Namek.
Ooh,
So basically, the magic of Capsule Corp is that they can create things at
they can
subatomic levels that can actually
or
rather
something like
expanded.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the,
Kind of like pimp particles, but
No,
I don't
like,
know. Slightly
uh,
different.
there should be no hunger in the Dragon Ball universe. Like, there should be no poverty whatsoever. If you can just make everything in this, like, she can shrink kitchens in there. You
Yeah.
can shrink, and then she can just duplicate them. Like,
Yeah.
yo, Capsule Corp, it's actually like we don't pay attention because we're there for the punching and kicking, but what Capsule Corp is capable of is
It's a
actually
is
insane.
cloning. It's a cloning company that.
it's actually terrifying what they're capable of in the Capsule Corp.
Yeah, because basically it's like what Brainiac is able to do with the city of Kendo, but on a
With
more.
more day to day, everything's fun. I mean, there's a time where they. Okay, why do I keep on going back to Dragon Ball? There's a time where one of the opponents that Master Roshi fought was trying to save the starving village, and and Master
Bulma.
Roshi figured out that these guys need water, so he gave them this big ass vat of thousands of liters of water that was shrunk down into a little capsule.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which is gonna run out. Master Roshi, my guy.
Oh no, no! Oh, they figured out what was causing the drought in the first place later on,
Oh,
but
Oh.
okay.
that was back in Dragon
Anyway,
Ball. So let's go to
so
Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, so anyway, Reddit lands at the Kami house where Goku was, and basically introduces himself.
Explains
Um,
that
And it's the
yeah,
beginning
so
of Krillin getting pushed to a side character. Yo. I they
it,
did that
no,
man dirty.
no, no, no,
Phew.
no. I think Krillin gets pushed to a character development side character because
Yes, yes,
because if you notice, every he's there throughout the whole journey
yes. And
to
he fights every villain. He fights every villain, even though he barely
he's
does anything to
he's
them.
hopelessly outmatched.
Yeah,
No, but the other thing about Krillin that's always been annoying to me, the more I think about it, I'm like, he has one of the most effective moves in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Kenzan.
The
Destructo
destructo
Disc,
disc.
engage.
Bruh, like that thing could have. And the other thing is, he also knows the solar flare. So it's like, why don't you use that?
Which ironic.
And the Kamehameha.
No, but I'm saying solar flare and destructo disc would have killed so many villains.
Yeah.
He would
I
have
think
definitely beaten Raditz if he solar flared and destructo disc.
And also, he has that Kamehameha where he can control it, and he can split it up into smaller.
it was a key blast. Yeah, his key
Yeah,
manipulation is on point.
yeah.
It's
The thing
right
is,
there. The only other person who could control Ki better than Krillin at that point was ironically Yamcha.
yeah,
But
I
yeah.
that's
we never,
another one. Yo,
we never,
the
we
Saiyan
never
Saga.
know.
He's
We,
never
you know,
recovered.
that's. I think we are all talking about how Krillin became a side character in Dragon Ball, but we're not talking about how Yamcha was literally thrown into the back. He was literally tossed aside and thrown like he was nothing since the
Yeah.
Saiyan saga.
No,
Yeah.
and the
We'll
other
get
thing
there.
is that
We'll
it
get
gets
there.
worse because later Bulma goes out with Vegeta, the guy who killed him. I'm like, yo, if you ever wanted to hurt your ex-boyfriend, I was like, aye. And then had his children. I
He
was
had
like,
his
yo.
children.
I was like, aye,
Yeah.
And,
yo,
and the thing is, he's okay with it because let's be
No,
honest,
he
he's
has to
rich.
be. He has to be. There's no option. What's he
With
gonna
enough
do to Vegeta?
with enough money, you'll shut up.
No, not
But
even
also,
with enough money. Just
despite
with
that,
enough Vegeta. You seen that Widow's Peak? What is he gonna do to him?
but also, despite that, Yamcha took too long. Like Yamcha and Bulma were dating since Goku was a kid.
Yes.
Goku even eventually even got married to Chi Chi. Yamcha didn't propose nothing.
No, in
Oh
fact,
no,
I think didn't he cheat on her or something?
he did. He did at a point. In Dragon Ball, I think he cheated on her.
How did he cheat on a billionaire?
Bruh,
Where did you get
secure the bag, my guy.
where did
You,
you get the
I,
audacity?
you
Anyway,
like he was crashing on her
It's
couch and he still went to another woman. It's like,
I mean, at least you
chief.
know. I'm sure that's how you know there's no Bold and the Beautiful in the Dragon Ball Z universe because if he had learned from Brooke,
but
The
anyway,
only thing I learned from that show was how people can unbutton their shirts every 5 seconds.
oh
Anyway,
how
oh sorry. So yeah. What's interesting about this episode is even if you have no idea what Dragon Ball is and you're only watching Z, the information overload in that first episode allow us to actually have an idea on what's happening because we get informed that Krillin died once because
yeah.
Goku makes it clear that Krillin died once. We
Mhm.
also understand that Krillin and Master Roshi are not strong enough to fight Reddit. We also understand that Reddit comes from a warrior race that Goku also belongs to. And he's surprised that Goku didn't destroy this planet already. It's like, why is there life here? Like, I don't understand Kakarot. It's like,
Did
Kakarot,
you
who's Kakarot?
did
It's
you
like,
bump
it's
your head or
you.
something?
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
okay,
that
yeah,
was
I
some
did bump my head.
exposition of note. Like,
Yo,
yo, he told us the whole plot.
the whole
It was
plot.
appreciated. It was
And
appreciated.
it was also the way it was slightly kind of moving away from the original source material. Because for
Yes,
those we find out
yes,
later that um, Dragon Ball was heavily influenced by Journey to the West.
Mm.
right.
Like so much so that key characters are basically, I could say, quote unquote, parodies
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
of characters in Journey of the West,
yeah.
At first, I thought they were moving away from the source material because that's when they introduced with aliens in space and stuff like that, and you are part of an alien warrior race, blah blah blah. Only to
Right.
find out that no, it's still pretty much exactly what happens in Journey of the West.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the Monkey King, who's based out of Goku, finds out that he's
Mm.
part of four celestial apes.
Oh yeah, from Wukong,
Oh.
because then that's how
So,
he ascends
because
to
there's
godhood and all. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
there's the four-eyed macaque, the whatever, the yellow, red baboon, buttock baboon, and all these other guys. And then when you find out at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, there are four remaining Saiyans. There's Goku, then there's Raditz, Nappa, and
Mm.
Vegeta. So
Oh.
basically, that basically was just taking another page.
Oh,
That's
wow.
actually pretty interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that at all.
And
But
then Raditz like
also,
freaks out because he doesn't have his
mm,
tail anymore or whatever.
yeah,
right.
And Goku's like, I got it cut, and he's like, you fool.
you idiots. And you let them do that?
But guys, is Reddit a villain, bro?
Yes.
Yes!
No.
Absolute villain. Oh, God. I
Bruh,
mean,
he
they went.
backhands a 4-year-old child.
Because he's a warrior from a warrior race.
No, but I'm saying he
It's a
backhands a
different
four year
culture.
old child that is just crying.
It's a different culture. It's a
Just,
different
dog,
culture.
dog.
just because it's a different culture doesn't mean it's any less evil.
No,
No, I
because
get that. Okay, let me put it like this, no? Let me put it like this. Yeah, sure, that was abusive. That was child abuse and
Yeah.
all of that. But when you look at every villain that has been introduced in Dragon Ball after Reddit, don't you think Reddit was slightly a bit more lenient towards all those characters,
No.
especially Goku?
Reddit was slightly more
no,
weaker than all the other villains.
and also on top of that, he was actually fully intent on wiping them out. It's just that he didn't get the chance. Like you
Yeah.
need to remember, like Vegeta himself in this very same arc, the stuff he does is like Raditz would do that if he could do that. It's just that he couldn't.
Yeah. And
Okay, fair
that's
enough.
why it's not the intent. It was that he was weaker than the others. He fully intended on. I mean, he killed that farmer for one.
Mhm.
He killed.
Well, like I said, their mandate was to destroy all life form on any planet.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Saiyans themselves, they know they're evil. Like,
Yeah.
bro, look at the way he shaded.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
Yeah.
at
yeah.
the way
No,
he
definitely.
shaded. Like, just the shading on his face. That tells
Mm.
you he's a villain. When he's telling the backstory,
I mean,
there's ominous
I mean,
lighting
there's
behind
there's
him.
there's no because you can say there's a warrior race that's dedicated to protecting the universe. We love fighting, we love improving.
Okay,
Him who does
maybe
like we are
maybe
warrior
I
race,
didn't
we purge
maybe
planets, we sell
okay
them.
maybe I didn't ask it well. Is he a villain towards Goku?
I'd say so. After he kidnaps his child, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
But but wait, why did he kidnap this child?
No, basically he's saying, and it's not. It's bad negotiation tactic. When you want somebody
exactly.
to join you, you don't kidnap their children. Like he's
You know,
basically like, I'm gonna hold your child hostage until
so-
you join us. So
yeah,
what?
basically.
Okay,
That was
okay.
the method. It's like it's time you and this child knew his uncle a little better.
Right? This is so
Okay.
evil. He backhanded Krillin with his tail. That's just disrespect.
Yo, bro, that was like
That is
That
just
the
disrespect.
highest level of
that,
disrespect.
but it was so cool, wasn't it? I mean, he
No,
was
but
like
I'm
arms
just saying,
folded.
bruh. He's like, I'm not even going to use my hands or my legs or anything. I'm not even gonna treat you like a martial artist. I don't want to unwrap my tail.
And
And
then
Krillin
and
was
then he
down. Like Krillin was down there for a
yeah.
while. It was
And
like
then and
And then Goku oh sorry. Are you saying something?
even the combat he was using. I mean, he was using straight kill tactics. He ripped off Piccolo's arm.
Mm.
There wasn't any. Yeah, no, there wasn't any sportsmanship in his combat. It was I'm here to kill you guys, and that's about it.
You guys are wasting my time type of thing.
Yeah,
And also, so anyway, so he takes Gohan because he had explained to Goku that dude, you're supposed to kill this. You're supposed to destroy all life form on this planet. You didn't. So now you have to join me. We have to destroy all life form on this planet.
Our, our,
Um,
our home world got destroyed and we need to go rebuild it.
yes, and now that you're being stubborn, the only way to make you listen is to take your son, and you'll find me wherever you find me, and yeah, you'll join me.
After
So
bashing him
Goku's
in the
like,
knee.
yeah, it's because Goku's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He bashes him in the knee. Goku's basically, yeah,
KO!
yeah. There's nothing else he can do.
And gents, can we just highlight, because we need to highlight for everybody that keeps saying Goku is a bad father. Is this a bad father move? Like let's
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sick and tired of these
yeah,
accusations that this man is such a
yeah.
terrible father.
I agree with you, man. I don't think Goku,
Mm,
like in hindsight, I realized that
Until
Goku
we
is
get
not a
to
good,
Super.
is not a
mm,
bad
Before
father.
Super, this guy
mm.
no.
That, that,
Tebelo.
that, that's
Tebelo.
there's still some BS moves that he does as a father.
Okay,
That I'm
the
not
last move, the last move when he took Oob and decided to go and train Oob.
No, nobody knows.
Yeah,
Nobody knows what that's about because the other thing is everybody can go visit him. Like they're at the lookout. No, they're not far away. I don't
did they go
understand
to the
why.
lookout?
Yes, if they're at the lookout, and if you look
no
at GT, they're
That's
training at the
GT.
lookout.
No, but in GT, they were not always at the lookout because
No, but I'm
Goku's
saying
pigment
he
shows
wasn't
that they were in
far.
Africa.
I don't know why they wrote it that way. I don't know why they wrote
I,
this
I, but,
thing
I,
like
as much as people like to, I think people like to exaggerate that Goku is a bad father. The Goku is a bad father trope for shits and giggles, and
Mm.
I think we also
especially
we
when you
we,
look at other anime characters. That's like
we
my thing. Like if
uh,
in comparison.
Yeah.
that being said, there are still moments where you think, Goku, no.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
especially if you think at the end of Frieza, and then of course the as romantic as it is at the end of the Cell arc.
to be fair though, to Extrodon's point, that's when the Saiyan DNA is a thing.
Yeah.
Like we also have to remember, dude is he's half like he's Saiyan raised on Earth with a brain concussion. It's not like he's always going to make the best
that
decisions.
that's why I'm saying yes. The people are taking Goku as a bad father trope to the extreme,
Yeah. And
but
he didn't grow up with a father. Gohan died when he was very young, and Master Roshi was a father figure, but not his father.
and
So
also let's call a thing a thing. I hate people romanticizing Gohan. Gohan was a spoiled brat.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
He
No,
was
no,
a
he was.
Bro, he
crying,
was 4 year old
whining,
on the battlefield, my guy. Come on.
No,
hola,
Goku was
hola.
spoiling him. Goku was
No
spoiling him.
ways.
No,
Goku was
because I
definitely
get it.
spoiling
That's
This
the
him.
is
thing. Goku
that.
respects Chi Chi as his wife, so Chi Chi
Yeah.
said, "I don't want him to be a fighter." So Goku
eh,
didn't do it.
and then enter Piccolo was like, "Bitch, you're mine."
But guys, can we? Okay, you guys will tell me who you think the best character is in this arc. But
Mhm.
personally, I think it's Piccolo because all the decisions that he makes progress the story. It takes the story forward. He's the one that came up with the idea that we need to team up,
Where is my
right?
co-host when you need him? Where is my co-host when you need
Right.
him? I think I'll let him tell you next time he's here if we can
Okay.
get him here because the things he can tell you about Piccolo that shook me the very first podcast we released.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But
no.
yeah. But let me make my point. He's the first one to say let's team up. Goku was not going to be able to defeat Raditz alone.
Uh,
Two, he's the one that said I'm going to train Gohan. He made that decision. Nobody told him to do it. He
Yeah,
decided to do
against
it.
everyone else's will.
exactly.
Exactly.
You forgot
Yes.
that part.
No, no,
He
no,
the
no,
magical.
no, no, no. But also it's because he saw what they didn't see. Because on the battlefield it was just Goku, Gohan, Raditz, and Piccolo. So he saw something that none of Master Roshi, Bulma, or Krillin saw. That's why he made that decision. And he said, if you want to stop me, you are more than welcome. But right now, if these two other guys are gonna come here, after seeing what I saw, we have to get this guy in the battlefield and I have to train him because y'all are weak. That makes
He
sense.
he he's
It's logical.
he literally said, I'm not asking." That's what he
Yes.
said.
But
He gave him
remember,
his training
but
exercises to throw him at a mountain.
But
He
remember, at
Master
that
Roshi at
time,
least taught him wax on, wax off. At least they went swimming in the pool first. That man's first training thing is here's this mountain. Now
No,
sink or swim.
he was like, let's test the theory. You seem to use your power when your life is in danger. Bah, yet! And then,
exactly.
like that's the thing with anime, like anime senseis. Like, why do you guys have to almost kill your students? Like, there's so many
that's.
animes where they have to almost kill their students. Like
But what
the
I also.
Batman and them when they're training,
What
it's
I.
like, you
What I
know.
like about that is that also the student then turns around and almost kills them because
Hmm.
it happened with Piccolo. There's a time
Hmm.
where there was a full moon out, and then
He,
and then
he
Gohan.
destroyed he destroyed the moon and nothing happened. There were no tides,
There were
nothing.
no times for nothing.
No, I told you that world is insane. But here's another question. Here's another question. Did y'all think that Piccolo really took advantage of the fact that like he did that special beam cannon to get Reddit, but also to get Goku?
Of course,
Yeah, he got his revenge. No,
you saw
Piccolo
that
definitely
smile.
got
You saw that
he
smile.
definitely he definitely got revenge for his
If you,
father's death. That's one thing for sure.
and then only to find out, oops, I shouldn't have killed him. And that's another thing that you learn about Dragon Ball Z is that it starts with the titular character dying.
Yeah,
And before that, as innocent little
yeah,
kids, we never thought that would happen. It's like, oh, the hero's
yeah.
gonna win. He'll
Look,
figure it out dead. Not just,
it's
oh, I'm
amazing.
going to die dead. Dead.
The level of storytelling in that show was amazing. I don't want to lie. Like there's so much that happens in one arc.
And
You're
and
like,
me,
yo,
I feel like he was also being petty because he was charging that special beam cannon for how long while Goku
Five
had to fight
minutes.
Reddit's one on one.
It needs 5 minutes.
but also let's blame Goku because the first time they could have destroyed him, he was so naive because he believed that Reddit will just surrender. Remember, he was holding
And
his tail.
that's the thing. That's the defining factor about Goku. That's the one most irritating thing about Goku throughout the whole season. Throughout his entire life, but especially in that season, he is so trusting.
No, but
Mm,
like that's supposed to be like one of his like it's supposed to be one of his the endearing things about him is that
Yeah,
he's
I
always
mean,
supposed to believe that people can come around because
I mean,
technically Piccolo did come around.
yeah.
Technically,
it
Tien,
it it
Piccolo,
it
yeah,
it
Yamcha.
Yamcha.
under the most extreme of circumstances.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
like Piccolo didn't try and just kill Goku in J. He took advantage, but like he
Yeah,
didn't try and wipe everybody out afterwards.
yeah. He didn't
yeah.
he didn't become his dad because his
No,
dad
that's
literally took
true.
over the world.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I want to say that the best decision that Goku made, in my opinion, is letting Vegeta live. There's a lot of reasons for that, but ultimately, had Krillin killed Vegeta, there was not going to be a Trunks to come and give him heart medicine later on.
Eh,
I mean, okay, let's first get to Nappa because
Okay,
Nappa was he was a big deal in this whole
right.
thing.
and
Yeah,
let's call it thing a thing. Nappa was just a stepping stone to show just how strong Vegeta is.
true, true.
No, not really. I mean, he wipes
How
out like 80% of the Z fighters.
exactly. So he's showing them how powerful this. So
Yeah,
because now Vegeta he listens to Vegeta and he's scared of Vegeta,
right.
and he
And
does
the
all
way,
this thing. He does all these crazy things, kills most of the Z fighters, blows up cities, all of that crazy stuff, only for him to die in the end. And then he's never, ever, ever, ever
yeah.
In
mentioned a
GT, he came back and
yeah.
then died again.
But even Reddit, he was just a plot device. He was just there to introduce the
Yeah,
Saiyans,
that's one
introduce
guy that has never come back. Yo,
yeah.
He was just a prop.
So basically, to prove your point, Tuwelo, the fact that Vegeta killed Nappa with one uh, key
He
blast with one hand,
not even his head, his whole chest. He was just yeah.
that in its own shows you how strong Vegeta was. Because I feel like we're jumping a lot of things, but anyway, um,
You know what?
Vegeta didn't need a Kaioken to fight Goku. Goku needed a Kaioken to fight Vegeta.
Kaioken times
Can we
4.
also talk about Snake Way though before we jump to that fight? Yo, talk about the longest running episodes I've ever
Bruh,
seen in my life.
bruh, bruh.
He ran like the nice thing now, ne, about streaming Dragon Ball Z is that I can just skip stuff that I don't want to see. Cause yo,
Yeah,
I didn't need to see
yeah.
Princess Snake again. That whole thing took forever.
That was filler, by the way.
That is all filler.
Oh, ish.
Mm.
I caught some filler then because I was
When
like,
when when Goku fell from Snake Way, that was also filler.
Yeah.
But
oh,
but look, the fact that Goku was able to run, I was actually having this discussion with your co-host yesterday that he had so much stamina that he ran from King Kai's place back to Earth and still fought Nappa immediately when he got back to Earth.
You forgot that he ate a sensu bean.
Really?
Literally, as he was jumping down
Oh
from the
yes,
other
yes,
house,
yes,
he
yes,
called out to
yes.
Korin, I need sensu
Oh, you're
beans.
right.
And then
You're
Korin
right.
was like, these are my last, I think he said, these are my last 3.
I mean, it's
Did he
still
take?
crazy
Oh, no,
that
no,
he
no, there were
ran.
4. He had 4. And
Did he
then he
take it
ate,
or did he give it to Gohan? I think he gave it to Gohan and Krillin, right?
he gave the last one to Gohan when he was off to go fight Vegeta.
Hmm.
But no, there were 2. You're right.
Yeah.
He
He
gave
didn't.
them.
He didn't. He didn't get any.
He ate one. He ate
Oh, he
one
ate
as he was
one.
busy, and then he called out to
Going
Nimbus,
down. Oh yes, yes,
and
yes.
then he flew away.
No, because Goku also, I mean, like that's the other thing that people misunderstand about this character is that he is like a combat genius. He's not going to
True.
just
Mm.
go
True.
fight somebody in jail.
True.
Mm.
Like
Unprepared. Yeah.
unprepared. He's not just gonna run into a situation and make it terrible for until you get to Super. But anyway,
And another thing about Goku, perhaps just to his warrior race, but stuff like that. He's to show that he's a combat genius. He's an idiot in everything else, but he's a combat genius. Is how quickly he picks up techniques. He saw the
Yeah.
Kamehameha
one time,
once, once, and he learned it.
yo,
He
I'd be so
saw,
mad if I was Master Roshi.
he
Yo, I'd
saw.
be
Yeah,
so mad.
cause it took him like what 100 years or something.
Yeah,
50. It took
I'd
him
be like,
50 years.
ooh, ooh.
And
And
that's something. That's something that Kubo also stole for the Bankai thing. Let's be honest.
3 days. And then a day and a half, not even 3 days.
Hey,
Just a day and a half.
but Ichigo did that with everything, with the full bringer, with the Rancor mask, everything. It was like,
Uh,
yo,
Ichigo is just half of everything. That's the one thing you have to learn.
Yeah.
He's the universal mat. But that we'll come back to that. I want to add that he learned the Kaioken. He learned the Kaioken to the to a point that even King Kai was like said nobody's he has mastered it like this. He learned the
Yes.
spirit bomb from King Kai.
Right. Right.
I was like, yeah,
And funny enough, there's some scenes where you see King Kai in action, but those scenes were cut off.
mm,
really, I have to
Yeah,
see.
like where King Kai is actually punching some stuff using the spirit bomb, and Goku's actually following him. But those scenes we didn't get them in the
Mm.
version that we had.
And then there was also the Solar Flare. He learned that from Tien, by the way.
From Tien, yeah.
no, Goku has no original techniques. Like one thing that I see with
Yeah.
Vegeta is that guy's always coming up with things, and I'm like, Chief, why? Because Goku just steals everyone else's stuff.
Yeah, but Vegeta.
Kame.
But
Oh
can
wait,
we?
wait. We've got to talk about before this time's out. We need to talk about it, that the one best thing we took away from the Saiyan saga was the invention of the beam battle.
Mm.
Because nowhere do you see the best beam battle ever. I don't care about Gohan and Cell. Screw that. That's number 2 for me. Number 1, Vegeta,
Goku.
Goku.
Kaioken Goku.
That beam battle was the best one I've ever seen. We
That
were
was
all
the
losing our
most
shit.
like we were at the edge of our seats because Vegeta took out everything that he had. Goku had to go beyond what
Yes.
what King Kai told him. Like he told him, not don't go beyond this point. He had no choice but to go beyond it.
Don't go beyond
Because
Kaioken times 2.
because had he stopped, the world was gonna be the end of the world.
And then he went to 3. He almost died. He almost exploded. And then the
Yeah.
beam
The
battle.
other
Then he
thing is
said,
Vegeta
"More."
didn't think about that, did he? Because I'm like, you can't breathe in space, my guy. So if you blow up the planet, I'm pretty sure you're next.
Funny enough, he could. Funny enough.
Wait,
The
oh, unless that
and
counts,
and
does
and
that count?
and at that particular point in time, at that arc, he could breathe in space. When he blew up that alien planet
But
with
that
the
was filler, though. That was filler.
in the season, where what that planet with the bugs was that filler?
Yeah, that was filler.
Oh, all right then, but it's still there's a precedent then that shows that he blew it up.
Yeah, but look, Akira Toriyama was freestyling most of those storylines. So
True.
No,
yeah,
Toriyama's like he's one of the most frustrating creators to be a
Yeah, no,
fan
no.
of
Yeah,
because he'll make
because
such cool stuff and then he'll forget about it, and you're like, but why?
I
Like
mean,
Piccolo used to
our
stretch. He's never stretched since.
since
mm,
and then there was that the one part where he retconned when he said that Super Boo was the most powerful character instead of Kid Boo,
instead of Kid Buu, yeah.
and I was like,
How?
Well, technically, because there's supposedly two Boos in Super Boo, but there's only one Boo in Kid Boo.
Wait, didn't they say Wuhan is the stronger one?
No, so Buhan is like Super Boo. Remember when Fat Boo was like apparently expelled the evil in his body or
Mm,
heart or whatever? There was two
yeah.
Boos. So there was a
Yes.
Black Boo, which
Yeah. A homie boo.
why is the Black Boo evil? But okay, sure.
and then he absorbed the Kid Boo, and then he
No,
became
well, no, he absorbed Fat Boo, so he absorbed normal Boo, and then
yes.
he became
Yes.
Super Boo.
Oh,
So
was that?
Yes.
technically,
Am I confusing Super Boo? Is that
yeah.
Super Boo? Then there's the one where he
Mm.
absorbed the Gohan
Go tanks.
Yes,
and Gotenks.
that's Buhan.
That's the
No,
that's
that's isn't that Boo tanks? Because Buhan is when he
No, he already had Boo tanks before he got to Buhan.
Gohan. Yeah,
yes, yes.
and
Yeah,
they're saying that that version was the strongest version of Boo, and
It
then
makes sense because Gohan was possibly the strongest person at that time.
and also he also had Piccolo and the Super Saiyan 3 in there. So yeah, that I
Yeah.
get.
and he
But
still gets his ass handed to him by a what?
but that's Goku and Vegeta. You know, it's the steerings. Like, there's
Uh,
no way they
Yeah.
like
If you have two stirrings there, then it's tough.
yeah, okay, okay. That's my only takeaway. We'll get to the Boo arc because I
But
got a lot of this.
you made your point.
Yeah.
You made your point. Agira was just freestyling everything again.
all
And
right.
welcome back.
So just a heads up, there might be a little bit of a cut because we are Africans. We're using African technology, and they're putting us on the time limits. But
Yes.
it's fine. We back and the show's still going. We
All
were
right
talking
then.
about the yeah, the beam struggle. It's one of the greatest beams. Like I personally love Gohan and Cell is my number one personally, and also like strong number three is when Gohan hit the Kamehameha for the first time when Cell thingy was gonna blow up the Earth, and then everybody was like,
Yeah.
oh
Well,
no. And then Gohan does a no stance Kamehameha. I
yeah.
was like, yo, that was the coolest thing ever. But anyway,
The reason I say Goku and Vegeta's one for me is number one is because we never had an idea of a beam struggle until then.
Mm, I agree with you.
It's the beam struggle that took all our V cards.
Look,
mm,
the stakes were so high that you actually felt for Goku. Like, dude, you have no choice. You have to push yourself beyond the limit. You have no choice.
and
Otherwise, this
Sean,
guy's gonna destroy the
and
world.
Sean Schemmel when he did that scream when like yeah, what is that guy's vocal cords? Like they need to put it
Bro,
in a museum or a lab or something. That guy could scream like yo.
Mm.
that guy needs residuals like no one's business.
He
Like
needs
he's
Yes, yes.
apparently he fainted quite a couple of times in the studio because of screaming.
Okay, I'm
Apparently
sorry.
no.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't
Apparently they
laugh.
said that's a false rumor. He said that he only fainted for GT. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how
I'm
true it is either way.
sorry. I'm
That
sorry.
would be even more funny because he's hardly in GT, so
I'm
he's
so
baby
sorry.
Goku. But okay,
I'm so sorry.
Anton is hard. Remember when he had to go Super Saiyan 3?
Super Saiyan 4, bro.
No, I'm talking 3
Yeah,
specifically.
the
Like,
screaming in 3 was just too
yo.
much.
Yeah. But 3 for me was not as effective as
Pushback
we would
Afro.
like it to be.
That's what we used to call. I remember we used to call it.
Reddit with blonde hair.
We used to call these transformations. All these transformations had nicknames after Super Saiyan 1. Because for me, we used to call the Super Saiyan 2 ESCOM because of all the electricity.
No, Super Saiyan 2 was definitely electricity.
And then Super Saiyan 3 was called Pushback Afro.
No,
because there was a song that was
Goku was responsible for a lot of load shedding because every time he's having a fight or a transformation, lights are going out, cars are crashing,
the whole world is shaking.
I wouldn't want to be in that world, guys.
No, I made a TikTok that made me laugh because I took the Super Saiyan 3 transformation and I was like, I put like the label and I said, this is ESCOM. And then when Goku's explaining to Kid Buu, to Fat Buu, when Goku's explaining to Buu, I was like, this is Super Saiyan. So underneath the text, I wrote, this is stage 1.
ESCOM.
Super Saiyan 2, this is stage 2. And then it's like, this is when we don't care about the stage number and whatever it is. And then he starts going to Super Saiyan 3.
Then the other commentary was like the way these guys scream when they're powering up is it sounds like they have the worst constipation on earth.
That's true.
I also did that as well because I did a TikTok where I was like Dragon Ball Z fans on the toilet, and then I just showed it. Yeah.
But to be fair, Vegeta was also learning a lot during that fight. He learned that humans can hide their power. So that's when he realized that the sculptors thing is
he already, when he got to Earth, he already knew that because he was listening in from Reddit's scouter.
Yes.
Can you appreciate how advanced the scouter technology is? Imagine having a having a scouter that relays your information live from
another planet.
From not just I could understand another planet. Like there's one planet here, and then you're on, let's say, Mars. It's in the same solar system. You know what I mean? It's improbable, but from that side of the basic universe to the other side of the galaxy, that's so bad,
dude.
And it's happening in real time. Imagine having that level of connection.
A year's trip. Because it took them a year to get to Earth. Right?
It took them a year.
Bro, we never have any problems with airtime.
But ever since then, I've been in love with a scouter. I mean, I used to wear glasses back in high school, so I used to pretend that my glasses were scouters, and
even though like they're totally irrelevant after the Saiyan saga. Like I've never actually seen a No, I mean we see them with
in the Frieza arc.
But like,
even then they became a gimmick.
Yo, but let's talk about that legendary line, Buffett. We skipped it.
But it's over 9,000!
Over 9,000. There's no way it could be over 9,000.
Are you sure, Vegeta?
At that moment, Goku was just being a prick, honest to God.
Dude,
he was how can you
land on Nappa's head like that?
Saiyans get mad disrespectful when they're powerful.
Yeah.
It happens with all of them.
Yeah.
The only one who doesn't do it is Trunks. Outside of Trunks, everyone else gets disrespectful.
Trunks has the benefit of suffering from so much PTSD.
Yeah. That's why he just wants to take you out immediately.
That guy,
he doesn't care.
As soon as he landed,
done.
I've never seen Frieza get defeated so fast. Like people were confused. I remember me and my cousin were looking at each other and we're like, "Is this a regular Dragon Ball Z episode?" Like he beat it in the same episode. He didn't even have the talk
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Trunks can't kill you in one episode, he never will.
He won't kill you, yeah. But for me, the worst for me is King Cold. At least with Frieza, you're like, we saw him fighting King Cold, nothing.
What were you going to learn from King Cold that you didn't learn from Frieza? King Cold, and I like the gimmick that is that, oh no, he's more powerful than Frieza, wah, and I'm thinking, well,
you could see he was in his base form. He was in his base form.
Was that his base form? Because that looks like a second form for me.
Oh, okay, but
But it
still, it's
didn't make a
still not
difference, bro.
It
the
didn't
Like
make
ultimate.
a
Frieza
world of
went
it.
to the
Is
upper limits and he still got waxed. Like King Cole was not gonna be an issue.
yeah, King
Yeah,
Cole. Uh,
yeah. And
what is
even if Trunks didn't come, canonically, Goku still would have defeated both of them. Anyway.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the other thing that people don't realize that Trunks did that messed up the timeline or kind of made things worse for them in the timeline. Trunks going back in the past and killing Frieza and King Cold gave Dr. Gero the DNA samples he needed for Cell.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean,
That's true.
it like the thing is with time travel, it's so timey. It's so timey wimey that like eventually you just have to accept that there was a possibility Cell would have been created somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, but you're right though, because like they didn't like Jiro and them didn't know what Super Saiyan was anyway. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're skipping. Let's stay with the Saiyan arc.
Back
Okay.
to the Saiyan arc. All right. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask because I really need to end this call because I think I've got about another 15 minutes until I have to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, what was your personal favorite episode or favorite moment in the Saiyan arc?
For me, it's a weird one,
Hmm.
but like, like definitely I can give you five. I
All
think
right.
I'll give you five.
Okay.
So Gohan's Masenko. That was a big favorite for
Yeah.
me. Gohan kicking Nappa was
Hmm.
also a big favorite for me.
Hmm.
Of course, the Kaioken attack
Hmm.
is a big favorite for me. The Beam Clash, that's number four or whatever. And number five is Vegeta getting defeated because Gohan fell on him.
Literally,
Like
literally,
that
and, and,
was
and I think we need to look. You are also looking past the fact that Vegeta is also a combat genius. He saw
Yeah.
the destructor disc once, and what did he
Yeah.
do?
he
But
stole
so
it.
it was his own fault because he cut Gohan's
Tail
tail
off,
underneath Gohan,
and then
and that's
flip.
why. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Yajirobe also. MVP.
Yeah.
MVP,
Like,
you know?
For
hey,
sure.
dog
For
went
sure.
to cut the tail of one
For
of the
sure.
strongest villains in the whole
For
series.
sure. For sure.
And then went and hid
Yo,
behind the corner. I love how he was
for
trying to like be there with Goku after Goku was after Goku did the beam struggle thing, and
I'm
he's like,
like,
"We're
you're
heroes."
amazing. How did you do that? Why? And they're like, no,
No, no, no.
it's not over.
Yajirobe was like, "We're heroes. We've saved the planet." He's
like
trying to be there
nigga,
like he did something.
nigga.
I was like, ah.
Or when it was he's slapping Goku there and Goku stands there.
Ow!
But okay, for me, sure, Goku versus Vegeta.
Yeah, that.
That fight was just amazing, including the beam clash. Right.
Mm.
For me, Piccolo's arc, I'll always say that for me was just amazing. How he went from this guy who had just wanted to defeat Goku in the martial arts tournament prior to become someone who sacrificed his life for Gohan. That was for me. That was quite a touching
Oh
moment.
yeah, like honorable mention is Gohan's training arc. Like that was amazing as well.
Hmm.
When
Sorry,
he
but
went,
go ahead.
when he went
So
from being I think one of my favorite character, or rather my favorite character development would be Gohan because he went from screaming spoiled brat to
yeah,
He was
somewhat.
5. Give the nigga a break. He was 5 years old, fighting full on adults. These
Oh,
guys had hair on their chest, and he's like kicking him in his face. I was like, dog, I'll be crying
what?
also.
What were weren't you the guy saying that he's a Saiyan, blah blah blah? His
No,
childhood
I'm saying
wasn't
that he was
normal.
not a normal kid, but still, he's still a kid. Everybody he's fought is like 7 times his size. Like
no,
Nappa is like
definitely.
18 Gohans in one, and it's just one Gohan, and he's supposed to fight these guys. I like, come on.
But at the same time, you just
Um,
see Piccolo being all all disappointing big brother slash slash father. It hurts, doesn't it? Facing your fears would have been easier. I was like, yeah.
I,
Yeah. Um, Goku meeting King Kai and that whole training at King Kai's
mm,
planet.
Mhm.
Um, Nappa versus the Z Fighters before Goku coming through. For me, there was a scene where Krillin and Piccolo multiplied themselves. Kakabushi no Jitsu, basically.
Basically, yes.
The
well,
original
actually, it's
version.
the original. They
Yes.
Yeah,
stole
yeah,
that
no,
from
the
them.
original.
But like
Even
the
Krillin
problem with
could get
that
it.
move is that it splits your power in half. So I was just like, why did you guys do that? Because you guys are
Yeah,
already
Why
not
did you
doing
think it was gonna?
anything.
How did you guys think that was gonna work? And the way Nappa put them back together, it was so unfair. He literally, can you imagine beating somebody so effectively that he punches you down and then knocks
yeah.
your two clothes down at the same direction that you went in?
The same exact
And
spot.
Saiyans are
Exact spot.
disrespectful. Chaozu. I
Yeah,
well, I mean, I have to say it. Chaozu was the most useless Z fighter I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I know people
no, he
love
was.
Chaozu, but like his his
No, he
his
was.
self-destructive move, I was just like,
you
bruh,
know,
you
you know
do this
the
all the time.
what's the funny thing? It's basically that technique, Tien and Chaozu. The
Hmm.
what basically Chaozu did was the quick. It's called the Kikoho,
Hmm.
and the Kikoho basically it takes your life force.
Don't insult the Kikoho like that.
That's what it is.
The tri-beam cannon is way cooler than blowing
But
yourself up.
that's what he used. That's the
No,
technique,
he
Yeah,
just
but it still didn't work.
self-destruct, man.
and that's exactly what Tien used a
No,
moment later.
I'm saying with TN, when he's self-destructing, he's not just blowing up in front of his enemies. At
Yeah,
least he's got a
yeah,
pose. There's something going on. Chaozu just blew
that's true.
himself up. Oh, let's
But
not
for me,
insult
yeah,
TN like
that's
that.
something that I actually wanted to mention. The fifth one, for me, it's Tien fighting until he died. For me, that was it's probably one of the most touching moments in the entire Dragon Ball
Hey, took his
Z
arm.
saga.
Yo, that was rough.
Yeah, and the fact that he still fought, bro, he still fought until he died. For me, that
Mhm.
was it. Tells you all you need to know about that character.
And
And you?
yeah, okay. What are my favorite moments? Yeah, well, okay. For me, the same arc has always been just the introduction to Vegeta. It's where I grew to hate him. I still hate me.
True.
I don't know. I know that
Still.
many Vegeta stands out there. Vegeta still, for me, is still the perfect asshole. Anyway,
Munna. Okay, but anyway, we'll
no,
talk
no, no.
about it another day.
And that season especially. I mean, there was a moment where Gohan and Goku were about to hold hands, and it's like, "I believe in you, son." And what does Vegeta do?
Step on Goku's chest. Gah, gah,
I was
gah.
like,
Yeah.
No,
"What?"
also when he started squeezing Goku, I was like, you do not have to be that disrespectful. Like,
But
yo,
also, one of the best Vegeta attacks is that where he does that whole quick energy thing.
Yes,
Where he was trying to destroy Gohan.
he does a particular. It's got a particular name. I forgot its name. Something like
but
it's
I
not
think
an
that's
R.
also the first and last time we've ever seen multiple ki blasts ever be effective. Anytime you do that
They
after the
they
Saiyan
weren't
saga, you must know
they
you're
weren't
losing.
they weren't effective even then.
No, but I'm
Yeah,
saying at
cause
least people were scared. Like, there's a
Oh,
point in Dragon Ball
yeah,
Z fights that if you ever are the one who throws multiple ki blasts, you must know you're about to lose.
yeah.
and ironically, that's what happened at that moment because he threw those multiple key blasts at
At
Gohan.
Gohan.
Gohan was
Mm,
busy jumping around,
yeah,
dodging
yeah,
horribly, yes, but he was dodging.
yeah.
And then eventually he gets cornered, and then Vegeta charges up at him, only to realize that Gohan the whole time was just a distraction.
Yeah, because Krillin was
Was
busy.
holding, and that's one
The
of my
spirit
favorite
bomb.
moments when
Yeah,
the
me
spirit
too.
bomb hits Vegeta.
But that attack, guys, let's be honest, it's the most useless, powerful attack in Dragon Ball Z.
I know,
It
isn't it?
hasn't defeated
It
anybody
it
except
has
for Kid Buu.
Except Boo.
it's got the what? It's
Out of three, it's one out of three. Like,
and
like
if you're gonna
Because
count the others,
Frieza survived it.
Frieza survived it, Vegeta survived it. I'm like, what is this attack?
But with Vegeta, that spirit bomb was not at its full capacity.
No, but like it should have been enough to do some damage. It just took his eye. I was like, hey
No,
man.
no, his eye was taken out by what's his name? It was by
Yajirobe.
Goku. It was Goku.
No, Goku threw a spirit
Oh
bomb
yeah,
into
he,
his
he
eye.
No,
blasted,
no.
he blasted, yeah.
When gigantic Vegeta landed on his leg, and he's like, "What you gonna do now?" I was like, "Bah!" Right in
That's
the eye.
true. That's true. That's why he
And,
squashed him
and,
he squashed him like that.
and let's be honest, that's one of the most ruthless things Goku did in that arc.
No, standing on Nappa's head is still
That's number one.
No, that's disrespectful. I'm talking about ruthless.
No, well, also when he crippled Nappa, that was pretty like.
Nappa was asking for it. I mean, imagine
No, but
that's
I'm saying like Goku's not a guy that we know for revenge. But I was like, you did that because he messed with your son. Like you didn't just do that in jail.
It was
But
not
also everybody,
his best friend.
yeah. When you see the manga, immediately when he lands on Earth, he looks around. He sees Yamcha's dead body. He sees Tien's dead body. He's like, "Wow, this is what you did." So for me, it's like he was getting revenge for everybody that died.
And that's the other thing you learn about Dragon Ball Z. Have you ever paused to think what happens to their bodies?
In the manga, what happens in the manga again?
I don't know. As soon as everybody gets wished back, we don't care anymore. We don't think about it.
Yeah.
Because I always keep thinking, so they left Reddit's corpse right there in the middle of nowhere
To be eaten by locusts.
But to be fair, they did the same to Yamcha for a while. Yamcha had like. Also, shout out to Reddit. Like he was so weak they could clone him. I was like, all the Cybermen are apparently Reddit's level. I was like, Reddit's my guy. I thought you were big. I thought you were like. That's when I knew he was never gonna be a big deal.
He was never.
To the point that they could.
He was just an exhibition. What's that word? It's an exhibition.
Exposition.
Exposition. That's the word.
But also, I think I'm losing my train of thought now. It had to do with Yamcha. Oh, Yamcha technically won that fight. It's just that he was caught off guard.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, won is a strong word because, like, I mean,
if
you
he
go
won
out to a Cyberman, you gotta remember everybody else had
the
moments with
Cyberman would have
Cybermen.
been dead. No, he was the first one to go 1v1, wasn't he? He was.
Yeah, but I'm saying
no. Tien was the first one. You remember Tien took out, I think, one or two Cybermen before everybody.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then also Krillin flexes his key control and takes out 3 of them.
That happened after Yamcha.
Yamcha trust me. One of them, either Krillin or Tien.
No, it was Tien. Krillin, yes, because he wants to show that he's powerful. But I'm just like, that was the indicator that Yamcha is at the bottom of the barrel. Because I'm like, Krillin took out 3 of these things, my guy, and you lost to 1.
And then the last one was killed by Piccolo because it tried to attack Krillin. It tried to Gohan.
And you see the way Piccolo wants to Gohan is kind of like how Kuchiki Byakuya is to Rukia. Nobody should mess up with the person that they love like that.
Yeah, and take a beam straight to the face. Everybody's busy laughing about it. Like, okay, why didn't you? If you could move that fast, why didn't you just take Gohan out of the way?
I mean, in the Team 4-Star parody, they do that whole thing where Piccolo's talking to himself and it's like, I can do it. I can just take him and get out of the way. And it's like, wait, why am I still here? Like, why didn't you dodge?
Is Team 4-Star still there, guys? Or
no, they quit after the Cell Saga.
They stopped with the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
They continued a little bit. They continued with Helsing a little bit afterwards. But then
Helsing they finished because it was just 1 season.
God,
I like that thing a lot. Like I
Helsing
abridged stuff, but I like that abridged stuff.
Helsing abridged still gives. I watch it every Christmas because they used to release it during Christmas. So when is the Christmas season? I always remember it's time for me to watch the whole thing, and I marathon the whole thing because it's hilarious.
You know what is so weird about that whole thing?
Yeah,
Totally not Mark, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He got most of his videos removed um from his channel because Toei was not happy and whatever. But they never did that for Team Star, 4 Star. I don't get it. I don't get why
Well,
they.
I think one Team 4 Star, I think it's just that it was too big a brand. One, so even if
Okay.
they tried to take them down, people were gonna stay uploading it. And two, because they were protected under the parody thing.
Oh.
So totally, Mark was using footage like as it was, but they
And
were.
I think, if I'll do some research, but they were kind of getting really close with the makers of Dragon Ball Z as well, because
Yes, yeah, because they constantly met up with the voice actors
yeah,
and all of that stuff. So I think
Yeah,
maybe that's.
but they were not happy, eh? I remember Sean Shimel was saying what they're doing is not right because they're using
No,
that property.
what Sean said is that they should be careful. I think that's what he said. Is that
Oh.
he said that he likes what they're doing, but they should be careful because Toei can go after them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which
mm,
Toei must relax because, like, come on,
yeah, but if you
We're keeping your stuff relevant. What's the problem?
you like
the,
you guys are
there's
sinking it into the ground with this stuff you're
team
producing with Super. Like
team
we're
four
reminding people of the good times.
Team 4 Star is the single biggest reason why Shonen is still holding on to Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
to Dragon Ball as a brand in its
Mm.
entirety. It's the same thing.
Mm.
Like, it's the most successful parody channel
Of
of them
anything.
all.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they're not the first guys who made the abridged series. I mean, the abridged came from the guy who started with Little Karibo. That's the guy who came up with the abridging thing, because he abridged the whole of Yugi.
Mm.
He started it, but then they
I
perfected
love
it.
Vegeta's speech. You're not dealing with the average Saiyan anymore. I have
Oh
ascended
my
to a
god!
level. I'm
Wait,
beyond past
this is
legend.
this is familiar.
And
Where have I
what?
heard this before? Like, Vegeta, explain.
You see,
You see,
Frieza.
Frieza,
Ah,
he's not the average Saiyan
Saiyan anymore.
anymore. He's risen beyond and become a legend. The legend that you fear. He is a super brief.
It's like, why did you
I
catch
remember
that part?
you sent me that clip actually. I think you sent me that clip. I
Vegeta,
remember.
no! Vegeta, no!
You remember even that part where it's like where he realizes that Piccolo is stronger than him.
Oh, you too
He's
strong.
strong.
Explain
Explain
now.
now.
Explain now.
He fused with Kami. What's a Kami?
What's a
Practically,
comic?
basically God. But I'm right here. Do, do
You
you believe
believe
your own
your
hype?
own hype? I
I'm
am the hype.
Bitch, I'm the
And then the thing
hype.
that Hercule uses the same line later, and he just says, "Kill him."
Like, guys, do you think that stuff was written, bro? Did Team Poster really write that stuff down
Yes,
or what?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, the
It
thing is
was
though is that we have to also remember the Funimation dub was so good
yes.
Mm.
that Team Forster already had stuff to build on
Oh,
because some of the like there's a line that what's this Vegeta says to Cell during the Cell saga where Cell is like, how did you get so strong? And Vegeta in the Funimation dub he says push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice.
yes.
And I was like, yo,
Wow.
I didn't
Wow.
know that they were talking this saucy.
Yeah, no. Vegeta had all the sauce.
Yeah, yeah. Look, Vegeta and Frieza.
No,
Oh.
Vegeta had more sauce because Vegeta would even do things like face itself, you gambled and lost. I was
You
like,
know,
oh my god.
Face itself, you gambled and lost. You see that boy over there? That is my son, Trunks. And he's actually, you could
unlike
say he's a bit stronger than, what did you say?
No, he's
He's
about as
almost
strong
as
as
strong
I
as,
am.
yeah, he's about as strong as I am.
the most
Oh,
abusive, the most, if everybody is busy hating on Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Gohan as a bad father and son, Why is everybody quiet about Vegeta?
Oh no, he's now father of the year somehow. Even though
Somehow he's the
Even though he punched an 8-year-old.
dog didn't hug him until he was 8 even.
He punched him because he turned into a Super Saiyan. Like, and he said, "Punch me here." The son actually did what his dad said.
if you can if you can hit me, I'll take you to the park. Yay! Boy goes at it, and then he lands a hit, and I'm like, bah! I didn't say I wouldn't hit back. I was like, is that an excuse?
What kind of father are you, bro? It's a good thing
Well,
Boomer was
I mean,
not
to
there.
be fair, he didn't have a great example. His father threw him into the pit when he was 8 years old to fight with aliens.
Yeah, that's some Heihachi moves right there.
Yeah, facts.
Heihachi must have been very proud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they did with Hihachi? We'll talk about it some other time.
We'll
but
come back.
Red corn, super red corn, double, triple, quadruple red corn.
Do you know?
Yeah, we'll talk about it some other time.
Okay, wait. We need to. I think my time's up. Anyway, my
right.
I want. You know,
You can
before
shut it down. It's
yeah,
fine.
I think
it's-
my favorite moment, the Goku and Vegeta fight, the Spirit Bomb landing, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah, okay, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, we'll close up without you then. If
All
you
right,
have
cool.
to go.
I'll have to
Peace
go.
out, Devil.
Peace.
Cheers. Yeah, man. But is there anything else you want to add on to the Saga?
No, I think for me, I think we covered everything that we need to cover. Also, yeah, the sparing of Vegeta. Yes, we know everybody is like, blah, 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 why did Goku do that? What? But now, if he didn't do that, we wouldn't have a series, and we wouldn't have one of the best side characters in anime. So
exactly, think about it. Vegeta introduced us to the Super Saiyan concept. He's the one that helped Gohan and Krillin on Namek. He killed Goldar, he killed Zabon, he killed Dodoria. He helped Goku when Goku was injured after that whole Ginyu fight. He gave Gohan and Krillin the Saiyan armor. What else did he do? He was so
he
crucial.
also killed a village of Namekians, but you know.
Yeah. We can forgive him for that one, you know?
Yeah. They wished them back with the Dragon Balls. They sorted it out. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no, he was very crucial, man.
No, he was. Also, like, what's this? Like, he was also the Saiyan handbook. So everything that we learn about Saiyans, we learn about them through Vegeta.
Through him.
Yeah.
That's true. And he's the one that made him and Piccolo, but on some fights, Vegeta is the one that made the fights interesting because he was breaking them down like commentary, like sports commentary, where he would say Raccoon and Jace were actually attacking Goku, but we couldn't see it because he was so fast that we could only see his foot, Goku's foot, that he was moving. But we didn't actually see that it was. But that scene was.
No, go. But we're skipping on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that some other time.
Yeah. No, I think we covered everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything. Guys, thank you so much for checking this out. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Africa is Next podcast. And we'll definitely see you guys on the next one. So for myself, Mr. Extraordin and Buckmeister,
Peace.
Cheers. Peace.